going to be on the westbound 118 at about 5150.
Well, hold on, can you sit there, just these,
Roger, upgraded to a jumper incident, 475.
50 is well, they're going to do a traffic break on east and west lanes of the 118. The subject's still talking to FD, he's still on the other side of the fence. Looks like he's refusing to come over.
Air 10 has CHP doing a traffic break east and west on the 118. FD is still talking to the subject, is refusing to come over.
L50, you can show me responding code 3 from Zelza and Chatsworth, please.
1350 responding code 3 from Zelza and Chatsworth to Bumbo on 118. 38, right, sir.
50, 12131 is around.
Thank you.
1056, 45, Leon.
Okay, X-ray 700.
Yeah, so they got all the lanes on the westbound 118 check out.
Place just before 2 a.m. today. Authorities stated that they wanted to curb illegal sex services and, according to them, restore the city's world-class tourism image. It was led by multiple police officers, as stated, from Chonburi, as well as the Pattaya Tourist Police, who sweep the area. This resulted in the detention of 20 suspects deemed at risk of involvement in prostitution. Almost all were foreign women, mostly from African countries such as Uganda. This crackdown, according to police, followed numerous complaints from foreign tourists who reported being shocked at being approached, harassed, and solicited for sexual services in Pattaya. Dressed provocatively, of course, the women were, according to the witnesses. Meanwhile, such behavior was said, according to police, to severely damage Pattaya's reputation. Officers, some disguised as tourists, conducted surveillance and observed mostly foreign individuals standing on the sidewalk along Pattaya Beach. These women reportedly initiated conversations with foreign visitors, negotiated prices, and invited them for sexual encounters. In some cases, searches uncovered condoms and lubricating gel, which were seized as possible evidence. All detained individuals, however, denied the allegations and said they were just hanging out on the beach. Meanwhile, authorities proceeded to verify personal documents, record profiles, and take statements for further investigation. Those found to have committed offenses will face immediate legal action under relevant laws. In instances where evidence was insufficient for charges, officers recorded photos and details for future monitoring purposes. Officials stressed a zero-tolerance policy, stating that any future detections of prostitution with zero evidence will result in strict prosecution without exception. This operation aligns with directives from the Royal Thai Police. There also were similar operations that took place in Patong over this weekend. Meanwhile, the public is encouraged to report any suspicious activities to authorities.
It is Valentine's Day today, and love is in the air. For the second year in a row, representatives over at BART are trying their hand at being possible matchmakers. Later tonight, people will board BART train number 143, known as the Valentraine, for a unique speed dating event and meet and greet. Here to tell us about it is Michelle Robertson. She's a spokesperson for BART. This is so cute and so creative. Tell us how exactly this works and how the idea for it came about.
Well, at BART, we of course take speed dating very literally. So this is dating at 70 miles per hour. And Valentine's Day is such a lonely holiday, I think, for a lot of people. And we wanted to give people a place to go and, more importantly, celebrate what BART is all about, right? Which is connecting people not just to destinations, but to each other.
So you said you were just talking to someone who's a frequent BART rider who said, hey, sometimes we meet people on trains. Why not make this an official thing?
So the woman's name is Erica Mitchell, and she actually had met her boyfriend at the time on a BART train, and that relationship has since moved on, and she said, you guys should do a singles only car on BART. How fun would that be? And I was saying, I don't know if we can do that on every car, but what if we did speed dating for a night on Valentine's Day? So here we are, year 2.
Yeah, last year was the first year. Any success stories from last year?
I am not aware of any Valentraine marriages or babies. If you're out there, please get in touch with me. But this is the year I can feel love is in the air today. But I think the true measure of success for me was at the end of the night, people did not want to leave the station. They're standing on the platform, still talking to each other, exchanging numbers, and that's what it's all about. It was really beautiful. And one woman even said, thank you, BART, for making me popular.
Oh, but you have to get tickets in advance, and this tonight is sold out already. So we're letting people know in case they want to plan ahead for next year. But the way it works, they get on a train at Mission Street. The train goes to Millbrae.
That's correct.
And back. It doesn't make any stops.
We're making no stops, so that's correct. So you board at 16th Street Mission, and then it's a very traditional speed dating format. So it's 4-minute rounds. We ring a little bell when it's time to switch, and then we all
So people shift seats.
They're literally shifting
So it's
seats.
not like just BART just throws you on the train and says, everybody talk to each other. There's staff there who are kind of facilitating a rotation so people can meet.
Absolutely. Every train car has a host, and I even came up with some really cute conversation starters.
So do people, are they handed this?
They're handed this. We also have a bingo card.
What's your best, worst transit pickup line?
Will you answer the question? Can I put you on the spot?
Sure. I don't have any. I've been off the dating market for decades, so I don't have any good pickup lines.
Well, can I practice mine on yours?
Tell me.
Okay. Are you a transfer point because you just changed the direction of my life? I'm still workshopping, okay? I have some more time until tonight. I gotta practice.
All of this is cute and creative, even down to the disclaimer on your website explaining all of this. It said, please keep in mind this event takes place on a train with limited space, and matchmaking is not a typical service BART provides.
We'll do our best.
People have to go into this with a sense of humor.
And I think they certainly do. Judging by last year, people are along for the ride, literally, of course. And at the end of the day, if you don't meet the love of your life, you're gonna have great conversations.
Maybe you'll meet a friend.
And certainly, lots of people met friends last year and even are still hanging out with each other. I do know of that. And so, at the very least, you'll come away with a great story to tell the next day.
All right. Do you think you'll do it again next year?
We'll have to see. But I can tell you, we are going to do a BART prom in the spring.
Also something similar.
So a little bit similar. It'll be family friendly.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, yeah. It's for all ages. We'll have a big dance floor.
Will it be on a train or at a platform?
Well, it won't be on a train. It'll be at a station. So there's plenty of room to move around and dance and have photo ops. But our stretch limo for the night is a BART train, of course.
Wow. Okay. Well, we will have you back on to talk about that when that date approaches. Michelle Robinson from BART, thanks so much for telling us about the Valentraine that is departing tonight. Sold out, but next year